Have you ever stopped to think about what it really means to create a lasting legacy? Not just in terms of wealth, but in terms of the impact you leave on your family, your community, and even the planet. In today's world, where consumerism often encourages excess and environmental degradation, the real challenge and the real opportunity lies in building something that endures across generations. This isn't about chasing fleeting trends or flaunting wealth. It's about cultivating sustainable prosperity, making smart choices, and aligning your life and resources with purpose. The foundation of this approach starts with how we think about wealth itself. Sustainable wealth is more than the numbers in a bank account. It's the thoughtful orchestration of resources over time. Savings matter, of course, and the power of compound interest can turn even modest contributions into meaningful sums if you start early. But beyond saving, strategic investment is crucial. Diversifying assets across stocks, bonds, real estate, and emerging sectors protects against market uncertainties while setting up growth that can endure for decades. Equally important is prudent spending, understanding the difference between wants and needs. Creating a realistic budget and maintaining cash flow plans are simple yet powerful steps toward generational wealth. For many, having a financial advisor is not a luxury, but a necessity to make informed, long term decisions that build a foundation for the future. But wealth is only one part of the equation. True legacy also involves sustainability and conscious living. Small actions in daily life, like reducing food waste, choosing eco friendly home deliveries, or even adding plants indoors to improve air quality, may seem minor, but collectively they make a meaningful difference. Digital habits matter too. Cleaning out old emails and minimizing digital clutter reduces the energy consumption of massive data centers, showing that sustainability begins at home and extends outward. Beyond personal choices, engaging with your local community amplifies impact. Attending eco events, supporting local farmers and artisans, or participating in collaborative environmental initiatives like tree planting or beach cleanups not only fosters community but also strengthens your contribution to a sustainable future. On a corporate scale, we see these principles reflected in how today's CEOs approach wealth and responsibility. While the allure of the billionaire lifestyle luxury, private jets, and high risk investments still exists, a growing number of corporate leaders are embracing sustainable living, integrating environmental, social, and governance priorities into their business strategies. Companies like Microsoft, Patagonia, and Apple are setting benchmarks in ESG, committing to carbon neutrality, renewable energy, and sustainable supply chains. The shift is partly consumer driven, with millennials and Gen Z increasingly prioritizing ethical practices and environmental responsibility when choosing employers or brands. This trend demonstrates that leadership, whether personal or corporate, is no longer just about financial growth, but also about social and environmental impact. The most successful leaders are those who balance wealth creation with purposeful stewardship of resources, ensuring their influence benefits both people and the planet. Then there's the philanthropic dimension, which elevates legacy to a different level entirely. Wealth, when thoughtfully directed, can create charitable initiatives that last for generations. But leaving a charitable legacy isn't simply about writing checks. It requires intentional succession planning, clearly defining your mission, identifying the causes and organizations that align with your values, and engaging family members in the process ensures that your philanthropic vision continues long after you're gone. legal and financial planning, tax efficient giving strategies, and mentorship for successors all play a role in maintaining continuity. By nurturing the next generation and involving them in your charitable work, you create not just a financial legacy, but a culture of giving, responsibility, and purpose that can ripple outward for decades. The common thread through all of this is long term thinking. Whether it's building generational wealth, adopting sustainable habits, leading a company with purpose, or establishing a philanthropic legacy, the key is patience, strategy, and mindful choices. It's about understanding that each decision, from how you manage money to how you live day to day, contributes to a broader story that future generations will inherit. By embracing sustainability, conscious living, and purpose driven leadership, you can create a legacy that is not only financially secure but also socially and environmentally meaningful. So, what's the takeaway? Real wealth isn't just measured in dollars, it's measured in the impact you leave behind. Every thoughtful investment, every sustainable habit, every act of giving, and every effort to educate and involve the next generation multiplies over time. If you focus on building a legacy that combines financial resilience with ethical responsibility, you're not just creating wealth, you're shaping a future where prosperity, sustainability, and meaningful influence coexist. In the end, the most powerful legacy is one that endures beyond your lifetime, benefiting people, communities, and the planet for generations to come.
This information is brought to you by Ramakrishna Surathu, author of the book You Are God, founder, developer, and chief executive officer of the self sustainable city